Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Dodo8449. Yeah, I'm just doing a little, well, it's not really an update video, but yeah, it's a little video on a little bit of an update. I also was asked a question by one of my subscribers, and I'm going to try and answer it for sort of quite briefly. It's about reverse loops and possible short circuits across to the inner and outer loops over points. So yeah, sorry I haven't done much work, but I've been distracted by another project and haven't been too well recently, so sorry if I just sound a bit bad on camera, but it's almost gone now. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'll start off with the update. I haven't done much, to be honest. As I said, I've been distracted by another project. But what I have done is I've worked out the final position of all the trees that I've got at the moment. So basically, where you see a tree is where it's going to stand up straight. So there's one right in the corner here that's going to go up next to that fence. Obviously, this one here has been stuck down. This one here, I actually want going out of the hill slightly on an angle about there. On this one here, stand up there, I'm going to cut it and make it a bit shorter. Cut it off here, it's a bit long, make it a bit shorter so it fits a bit better. At the top I've got the big one there which was already stuck down. Next to it I've now got another littler one, so that one there's going to go there. Moving across again, there's one just here which is going to go in that little bushy sort of area at the end of my finger, and there's 1, 2, 3 which you saw last video, they're going to sit there. As well as that I've got the one right at the back set up, and I've got 2 more trees. That can only go wrong. One's fallen down, but it's going to sit in the middle of that. It's going to sit about there. And this tree here is the one I wanted to show you. Now people might remember a little while ago I did a video on how I build my trees, or how I build my new trees. And it didn't go very well, that video, to be honest. So I had another little go at this, exactly the same technique, put a layer of glue down, then put on a layer of the foliage and another layer of glue, layer of foliage, and build it up slowly. Eventually I ended up with this. So yeah, I think it looks quite good for a tree. I want a bit more round tree. If I look from the bottom, you can see all the roots, I meant to say branches, and you can see all the branches still visible, and as well as that you can see some branches on the top and on the way round. So anyway, yeah, that's my first of the new homemade trees. I think it was quite good. I'm going to be putting this one at the very back over there, next to that, at that last tree I showed you. It'll be near that. So anyway, yeah. That is about all I've done, is just working out placement of trees. I've done a little bit on the positioning of that. That's where it's finally going to sit, just there. I still haven't touched on the baseboard. But yeah, I've been distracted. I might do a little video on what project's been distracting me, just a minute or so, so you can see. But anyway, yeah. So that is the basic update that I've been doing. Not much, but I had a question, as I said earlier, from one of my subscribers. Basically, they were asking about short circuits. So I'm going to do a little video. I'm not very good with sort of graphics on screens and stuff, so I hope this is going to work. But yeah, I'm going to start off with a reverse loop. Now this is quite a basic reverse loop here that you can see. Yellow is one track and blue is the other track. Now you can see on this reverse loop there's a problem, that the blue left hand track turns into the right hand track here, and then the yellow line does it the other way around. At this point here you would get a short circuit. So I've been working out how to do this on DCC. I've been working out how to do it on DC. It's quite complicated. My advice is to not do it on DC and get a turntable instead. But yeah, on DCC, it's quite a handy little gadget which you can buy, which is a digital reverse loop module. For Hornby, the number is R8238. I believe that if you're going to run Hornby, you have to use a Hornby, the Hornby module. If you run Bachmann, it has to be a Bachmann module because they work compatible with the controller you've got. So yeah, so I don't think it's possible to cross them over. I might be wrong, but I don't think it is. So it's better to stick with Hornby for your controller, module, point most, and everything all the same. And then if you want Bachmann, all the same, or whatever company you're using. I know there's a few others out there. So yeah, go back to this. So, well, what does the reverse module do? Basically, it allows the polarity of the track to switch when it senses a short circuit. So it's what you have to do. If I get my pen. Is at the end of the points here, instead of using the normal metal fish plates, you have to use the plastic isolated fish plates. And that will make this bit of track completely dead. Then is what you have to do is link in the module from, actually I'm just going to draw very quickly how it works. Now I did this research only a few minutes ago, so I hope it's right. It should be correct. I basically think this is how it works. So this is your reverse module in here. Then you've got the wires from the main track coming into one end, then it goes out from the other end to your reverse loop. Now the way it works is as it senses a short circuit, it switches the polarities in here, and it will mean that your train can carry on going. So that is how it stops a short circuit, which when it switches polarity, the left track here will still be the left track here, so it won't switch over. Now, yeah, the insulated fish points are important, or else this module won't work. So yeah, I don't know how much they are or anything, but I know you can buy them sort of from any model shop or anything they sell them. So yes, that's how a basic reverse loop works. Now, if you have any, say I had a point here somewhere, you'd have to insulate off the point to be completely separate. So basically, you've got to insulate everything and leave just a loop going around the outside. Now, when I say insulate a point, I mean you insulate the bit going off. So if I had a point in here, you'd insulate this bit of here, so the point is part of the loop. So yeah. Now the other bit, which you can do, let me just fold my paper, is this here. Now once again, I've got two colours for the different tracks, the yellow for the right and the blue for the left. Sorry, I've noticed it's not very clear in the light, but anyway, obviously you've got 2 points here allowing the train to move over. Now in a previous video, I did something on DCC clips to turn a DC layout into a DCC layout. Now, concerning the clips, the way they work, quite simply, is they just make both this bit of track here and this bit of track here live. That's all they do. They don't switch polarities, they don't do anything differently. Easiest way to say it is, imagine that the points are they're just normal DC ones. When the point is set straight, obviously goes straight. When you turn the point, the current now goes up into this section here, and then obviously flips point, it'll go all the way through, which doesn't cause a short circuit. It's exactly the same with the DCC clips. They don't cause short circuits unless you've wired something else incorrect somewhere else. You shouldn't get a short circuit. Now, don't use DCC clips with this point here on a reverse loop, as that will cause a short circuit. So don't use them on this reverse loop, but on just normal points like this or any other variety of points, they won't cause a short circuit unless the track goes back on itself. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully that answered your question, the person who asked me. If I haven't, sorry about that. Just send me a message again, and I will try and answer it properly. Yeah. Other thing to say is when you're running a DC layout and you've got a switch like this, you obviously you're running a train log. If you want to switch the train over, you're going to have to match the direction and the speed on both tracks to stop the train sort of juddering to stops or trying to go the wrong way or things like that. So you have to make sure that when you flick them across, and with that you have to add an insulated point. For DC, you have to insulate the points here to stop currents going over the top there, which means you do have to match before and after to be the same current direction. So yeah, other than that, DC is very, very simple to use. So anyway, yeah, I hope that answers your question. As I said before, if I haven't, send me a message. If anyone else has any more questions or videos you want me to try and do, then please just send me a message or leave a comment on this or something. If you want something a bit more specific or anything, then yeah, just ask me. I'll see if I can make a video on it. As long as it's not too difficult, I'll have a go. Now, yeah, so that is quite a basic. I'll put that away now. Yeah, that is, as I said, a basic layout update. There's one other thing I'm going to show you guys. It's nothing very impressive or anything, but I've found another way to organise stuff. Old drawers from old bedside table actually. It happens to fit in there very nicely. It gives me a nice worktop to do jobs on and stuff. Underneath, I managed to stow cars and stuff on the top shelf, and locos and wagons and stuff on the bottom shelf. Obviously in the drawer I've got lots of tools and work and stuff. So yeah, if you can find an old bedside table or just any old table that's got shelves and drawers like this in there, it's very useful to have. It's also, as I said, nice worktop on there as well. So yeah, that's another little bit of advice for anyone who's having problems with that. But anyway, yeah, that is it for this video. I will hopefully be getting around to a bit more on this layout soon. It just depends. Well, it depends on a few things, holidays and things like that. But yeah, hopefully I'll start getting around to sort of attacking our trees and a bit more scenery on the station area I'm planning on doing next. So yeah, that there will be okay, will look good. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Any comments, I don't know, please leave them below about, well, any of my videos, just leave them below. If you'd like to, please check out my channel. If you're a first time viewer, hello. Yeah, check out my channel. I'm currently building the layout you see in front of you, so yeah, updates coming sort of once a week or something like that whenever I can. So yeah, hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.